Welcome back to Let's Play Repton Around the World in 40 Screens. We're still in the Arctic, so let's get started. Okay, starting off here, we want to have a look at the map for this level. Oh, it's laid out like a snowman. Isn't that nice? So coming up here, we have to make sure not to injure ourselves, but since everything's falling, it's fairly simple. And then coming down here, we want to just pop into the transporter, which puts us just at the bottom of the snowman. And we want to drop down as many of these as possible, so that we can have access to the central area. And we can collect most of these fish here. But there's that one fish on the edge which I didn't manage to find a way to get without trapping myself. And then we can quickly deal with this monster. Oh look, he's got a nice snowman hat. So we see the kitchen unit right at the top. And we want to make this snowman into a bridge for that fridge there. And remove these fish at the top so that when we sort out that penguin there, he can go straight into there. Now we grab our fish that we left there. Just collect these few remaining things and pop into the transporter, which gets us to the bottom area. And then this is where things start to get a little bit tricky, since you've got to get this penguin to that fridge without blocking it off, and without getting him dazed. And coming up, it's even more tricky, because we've got to get that penguin out into his fridge without making him come back down towards us. Right, starting this area, we have to make sure we drop those snowmen correctly. And there's a very definite order which we want to do things here. So we've got to make sure we've got a snowman free to push onto that polar bear, but not over the edge of that thin ice sign, so we block off the pickaxe. Just make a way to our fridge there. If we want to collect all those fish though, then we'll have to leave that till later. So we're dealing with this polar bear here, and you can be very tricky. Then that penguin's going to help us down the bottom. This is a nice little area, but we won't see the fruits of what I'm doing here. But stop. Demo time. Okay, so then what will happen is this, and that's how the penguins get into the fridges. It's quite a nice thing to see, but unfortunately we'll be away from that area when it does happen, so there you go. So now we've got to let these penguins out, and also let that polar bear run free. If it's of a dodging festival going on, you see there he nearly came over the top, so we were good to get rid of him straight off. Okay, another little snowman puzzle, and this one's quite tricky as well. If you don't get this exactly right, you'll end up trapping the snowmobile in the bottom there. Now we can go all collection happy on these fish since we did everything in that small igloo down the bottom there. And now that the penguin's gone into the one fridge there, we can collect these right, but we have to collect the fish in the right way and push the snowman on the top across properly, otherwise we'll get a nasty surprise. Yes, so you can see we're finishing off here because I've let that fungus out. Or let the cracked ice out, should I say. And then they give us a lot of pickaxes, which obviously we don't need now. Here we can see that the penguins have given us some fish here, but there's also not done in this top area. This polar bear wants to go behind that snowman, but not that side, so we've got to find another way to deal with him. Fortunately we had a snowman available there. Okay, and that's pretty much it now, just heading down to the area where our kitchen unit is. That's all for now, thanks for watching, see you on the next episode.